This is activity 2.1.2 mass properties analysis, and on this video we will be drawing the mounting bracket. So make sure that your document settings, the units is set to inches, and start off with a new component. Name the component mounting bracket. Start a new sketch and draw from the front plane. And to begin with, we will use the line tool and we are going to draw the shape that you see here in the front. So starting from the origin, draw horizontal and vertical lines. And then for the diagonal, let's draw a diagonal line. So we're not really paying attention to the dimensions. I'm just making sure that all of my lines are either horizontal or vertical, so I don't have to use any additional constraints. Okay, the constraints that you're seeing right here are perpendicular constraints, which means these two lines are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so press escape. Now it's time for us to dimension. The total length of the object is 5. So click dimension. So I'll click on this edge and type 5. And as you can see, my model moved and shape change. So I'm going to press escape and I'll click at this point and then just drag it up to make it look as close to the shape that I'm trying to draw. So next, I'm going to dimension the bottom part, and it says here, this is, let me do that again. So this is 3.75, and then once more, there's been a change in the shape. So I'm going to press escape, and I'm just gonna click on this point and drag it, or this one, and drag it. All right, the other dimension that I see here on the length is 0.625, which is this edge or that edge. So here, let me click on it and type 0.625. Nope, let me type that again, 0.625, and there you go. All right, the next dimension is the height, which is 1.5. So click here, and then up here, type 1.5. Okay, so once more, things move. And so let me click on this one and drag it down, or click on this one and try to move things in place. Okay, there you go. Next, let's dimension the next part, which is 0.5, which is the height of this edge. 0.5. All right, and then I also have 0.75, which is the top edge to this point. Okay, so from this edge to this point is 0.75. All right, let me press escape, and then I'm just gonna clean up my dimension so it could be seen easily. All right, another dimension that you could see here is the 30-degree angle. So let's go back to sketch dimension, click on the top edge, and then this diagonal, click and drag, and then change that to 30, and do the same thing on the other side, top edge, and then diagonal, click, change that to 30. All right, so this side here is fully constrained, and I want this reflected on the right side. So I'm going to use the equal constraint. Click on this edge and click on the edge on the other side. Keep them equal. Now click on this edge and then opposite of it, And now as you can see, all of my lines are constrained. So I finish my sketch and I click on home. Now it's time for us to extrude. So click extrude, drag back to a depth of 3. So distance is 3. Enter. All right, so now we're going to create a channel. So you'll have 2 walls on the sides and then a channel in between. So let's create a sketch on the right side of our model. So click on create. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the lines that are already existing. So using project, click project. So go ahead and click on this part. And then all of the lines will be projected. So you don't have to draw those lines. Okay, so here where it says project, click OK. And you'll see those purple lines now, which means they were projected from the existing geometry that we have. And then now I'm going to choose 2-point rectangle. As you can see, as I'm about to draw, my tool just snaps into the projected line. So I click there and then drag, and it snaps also at that bottom edge. Now I need to dimension. The walls of the channel is 1/2 inch, says 0.5, 0.5. So I'm going to click here on the left edge to the left edge of the rectangle or the channel that we're making. Type 0.5. I'll do the same thing from the right edge of the object to the right edge of the channel that we're drawing. I type 0.5 and my rectangle is now fully constrained. So I click finish sketch, click home, and now I'm ready to extrude. So I extrude back. So let's change distance to all. Flip the direction, and then we'll automatically change to a cut operation. So click OK, and we got that cut. Last thing is this hole in the middle. So let's click on create sketch, click at the top, draw a circle, and dimension. The diameter of the circle is 1, it says there. And then from this edge to the center of the circle, it's 2.5 inches. So click, click, drag it up 2.5 inches. And then from this edge to the center of the circle, so from this edge to the center of the circle is 1. Now my circle is fully constrained. So let me click finish sketch. And now I'm ready to extrude down. Okay, so through all, and it's going through all, and then I already have operation is cut, so I just have to click OK. All right, so we're done with the second model. Let's save our work and name it mounting bracket. And then next, we need to assign a material to this component. So right click, physical material. And then it says here that the physical material or the model material is stainless steel. So I'm under metal already. Let's look for stainless steel. And we're going to just choose the first one. There's different varieties of stainless steel. I'm just going to use the first one. So click, drag, and drop it into the model. Hit close. Right click on your component and then properties. Click on physical. Now you have the mass, the volume, the density, the area, and the center of mass of the object. Okay, close this properties dialog box and save your work again.